What's up, Supra channel family? Welcome back to another video, guys. Today we are going to be working on Lorenzo's car. This is the first time this car is on the channel, guys. It's not Richard's. I know it looks like it. He bought this car, I want to say maybe like 4 or 5 months ago. He's been wanting to do some upgrades, guys, and he reached out, see if we could if I could do it for him. Said yeah, no problem. Guys, a super clean car, another original 6-speed car. I believe this is a 93 or 94, I'm not sure. Car came from Georgia. I think a dealer had it up there. Let me see the VIN number over here. It is a 93. So it's another 93, guys, another 93 original 6-speed. Super clean car, guys. It's got the stew gauges. Super nice. I'm dying to get those done on my car, man. He had an exhaust before. It was like a custom 4-inch exhaust. Didn't like it too much, so he liked the Tomei look, so he's going with a Tomei. Let's see here. It's a single turbo car, guys. 6-speed, of course. This is a, I believe, I want to say a Gen 2 66 67. It's on an AM Infinity, guys. After we're done doing the upgrades, small upgrades, we're gonna make sure the car's looked over, maintenance, see if it needs plugs or whatnot, and then we're gonna have Lance go over the map, you know, or tune it. We don't know the history in the car. We just want to make sure everything's fine. Should be I think it's a stock bottom end car. Should be anywhere between 700-800 horsepower, and I think that's, for a stock bottom end car, guys, I think that's perfect. You know, it's a small turbo, responsive, you know, and it's fun to drive, man. It's not crazy laggy. After having the GS, man, and compared to the Supra, guys, I see the whole lag thing completely different. You know, it's nice having a big horsepower car, but it's not usable, it's not practical, you know, for city. Kind of have to sit around or be at a super high RPM, so you can always be on boost. But with these things, man, it just lights it up super fast. So yeah, guys, gonna give you like a little walk around of the car. It's got some CCWs. I believe these are the D10s. I'm not sure what the model is, but you got the stock Supra twin turbo calipers. We're gonna be switching to what are these? I think these are the SRT8 brakes. I'm not sure, man. These are really nice. He bought this kit from somebody that sells them online on the Superphones page. Look at these rotors are massive, man. I mean, I know you have to modify them. On the side, I seen big old Motorsports do it. I'm not sure, so this is going to be a first for me. Depending on how it goes, I might lean to upgrading to these myself. I believe he got the rears too. They were just waiting for the rear rotors to get here. They've been on back order, so that's what they're waiting for. So we're going to go ahead and do the front first, and then whenever the rears come in, we'll just put them on really quick. It's not a big major thing. TRD replica spoiler from Titan Motorsports. Titan Motorsports carbon lip. Obviously you saw Tomei exhaust. Let's see here. It's got rear twin turbo brakes too. Yeah, guys, pretty clean car all around, man. Nothing hacked up here, man. It's a clean car, man. He paid good money for it, guys. I don't want to disclose what he paid. That's Lorenzo's call. But yeah, definitely clean car, man. Kind of like Richards, like my buddy's Richards, except, you know, this is not the, you know, already a modified, but clean car, man. Clean car, nice. I think this is a 98 steering wheel. It's got the VTI gauge. Yeah, stew gauges. All right, so what's the other thing we're gonna do here? I want to board you guys, but I think it's tracking for today. We are gonna go ahead. This is something over here that I saw that we needed to address. So, well, he put it all back. It's kind of just there. But okay, so it's got 2 fuel pumps with a modified stock hanger. So we're gonna go ahead and get away from that. We're gonna do a PHR triple hanger, but with 2 fuel pumps. You know, obviously triple if he decides to build a motor and go crazier later on. So we're gonna go ahead, switch out the bracket, swap over the pumps to the new bracket, make sure all his lines are connected. We're not going to be running lines. I think the car already has a -8 with a flex fuel sensor, so it's set up pretty good already. It's not crazy. It's just kind of clean up the back here, the pump and the electrical situation, just to make sure it's all fine. And then we're going to run a wire to the AM to trigger the second pump. So yeah, guys, the first thing I'm gonna probably start is with the exhaust. Just to put it on, it already has a 4-inch mid pipe. It has the adapter, so it's just pretty much just lining it up and make sure it's all fine. You know, the Tomei exhaust is a little flimsy. I'm not a big fan of it, guys. I'm actually gonna go ahead and sell mine. I haven't posted it there. I have somebody that's maybe like a potential local buyer, which I'd rather sell it locally and having to deal with shipping. But if that falls through, guys, I will definitely be posting it on Instagram or Facebook. Here under the car, guys, just gonna kind of document this for Lorenzo, the owner, to kind of know what he has. So obviously the car has a stock dry shaft. This is the fuel system. I guess this is the feed here, which they utilize these stock bolt here where that factory heat shield goes. They might have self-tapped here, small little fuel filter, which is probably not a good thing with the E85. It might clog that up pretty quick. Flex fuel sensor, they mounted it over here. Not horrible, but not an optimal place. I mean, they did this line already. I don't know why they just do braided all the way to the back. Let's see here, what else? Yeah, I'm gonna go check out the diff now. Let's see, what else am I looking at here? This down pipe and mid pipe, it has a pretty extreme angle, man. Look at this. It actually, I don't know if it bent out of place or what, but it looks like it hit the subframe there. We might have to kind of try to force it back into place or do something, because it's hanging a little low right now. So we'll see what we do there. Guys, another thing this car has that's pretty cool, I've never seen before. These I guess stabilizing bars down here. This is a first for me. I have never seen them. It definitely looks like it's something a company makes, because they bolt up straight to these mounting points here. They seem on there pretty solid, so it's probably something that helps out with the whole body flex thing, especially the car being a Targa. Alright, so this is a little weird. I thought this car is an original 6-speed. I'm gonna go ahead and verify that, but definitely doesn't have a 6-speed diff in it. Remember, the 6-speed diff has the big fin cover in the back, the extra cooling fittings down here. So this is actually, doesn't even look like a housing from a twin turbo Supra. This looks like a regular GS housing. So what I'm actually predicting, this might be the same setup I have on mine. Lexus 326 diff to accommodate the 6-speed gearing, and it might have an LSD in it, seeing they just kind of resealed it. So this might be kind of like a good deal the previous owner, you know, found. It was LSD setup, so maybe he got shafted swapping over or trading a 6-speed, you know, differential for a LSD, you know, swap, which I hope that's not the case, because that's what I mean, smart. But so I've been fighting here with this Tomei exhaust and this adapter here for the mid pipe here. This is the PHR adapter that bolts up to the B-band. As you can see, it is about 2 to 3 inches short, so I'm gonna have to take it to my fab guy, cut it here, maybe, or here, probably back here, and extend it so it gives us that gap that we need. Because if you see here, it's already on the grommet there, and then once you start pulling on it, it's gonna take the alignment off, and it's not gonna match back there in the back of the bumper. So, but yeah, another little situation here, but you know, it's part of the Supra game, guys. That's why that's what we do it. All right, so I got the exhaust lined up here. Kind of wanted to put it on there so I can know exactly how much. I gotta tell the fab guy to extend the mid pipe over there. So try to align it as best as I can, guys. I'm not gonna lie to you, man. The more and more I deal with this Tomei exhaust, it's very pretty and all, man, but the design sucks. 100% sucks. You know, they messed up big time. I don't know if it's just the Supra, or, you know, I know they have it for the Skyline and stuff, but if they would have done all of these, man, B-band, you know, a straight fit instead of this whole guessing spring thing with this, all this, it bends, it moves. It's not always fixed in place. It's just, it moves around. So yeah, I'm not gonna go on a rant here. Just got this lined up. I have it over there in the jack. So right now I'm just gonna take my measurement, and that's how I gotta tell my fab guy how much to extend the mid pipe over there, just to get the perfect fit. I think this is perfect. Clearance is over here as close as possible, because this side over here tends to fold down, then it rubs on the scrapes everywhere, man, and it's just not nice. All right, so I got the mid pipe out. Actually, out here you can see it a lot better. 4 to 4.5, that's what we're gonna extend. Might just do like a clean cut here and extend it to 4 inches here. That way it's just straight and there's no miscalculation there. So got the flange cut off now. I'm gonna extend 4.5 inches, and then we'll weld it on. Here's the 4.5 inch piece. Should be enough for what we need. Alright guys, I'm back in the house. I wasn't able to finish recording the mid pipe extension over there at Juanito's shop. The GoPro ran out of battery, so here it is. This is the extra, this piece right here, obviously the stainless one, was the addition that we did to it. Good news is the fuel hanger and the harness showed up. I just got home and it was already here, so that's good news. I'm gonna go ahead and install the mid pipe really quick and finish the exhaust install. And then exhaust is back on, or I'm sorry, mid pipe is back on. Everything fit perfectly. You can see the adapter there with the sleeve. The extra 4.5 inches were perfect, like dead on. So good to go on that. You can see the hanger is even right on top of the other one, so there's no, it's not fighting it or anything. I'm gonna go ahead and get started on the brakes now that the car's up in the air, and then we'll tackle the lip and the wing if we got time. And stop the time lapse here really quick just to kind of fill in. Yes, I know I'm working in sandals, barefooted. That's how I am the most comfortable here, guys. Backyard build, guys. Don't discriminate. Anyway, so I know these are not gonna fit, so we got to get rid of these the what do you call it, the dust shields or whatever they're called. Factory caliper over there. I'm gonna leave it towards the end so the line's not leaking. I have it there on the box so that it's not resting on the line. That's the factory rotor here. Let's actually put them side by side so you can see how much bigger they are. I'll send Lorenzo a picture so you can have an idea. So this is a factory twin turbo rotor, and this is a SRT rotor here. If you put them, actually, let me see. I don't want to mess up the face there. Nice, but yeah, it's a good inch. It's more on this side, but I'll say like half an inch all around. So yeah, it's definitely bigger. right guys, got the bracket mounted on this side. Took me a couple of little, you know, try here, try there to get it to bolt up, but you know, I guess this is my first time, so I'm not gonna blame myself too much. Reason I did it this way is the pressure washer, I did it on the aluminum side. I figured the flat washer, this is steel, so it's probably gonna be nice and flat on this side, so there shouldn't be any worries. I'm gonna go ahead now and mount the rotor. See, gotta put the camera down. This thing's heavy. All right, so that's the rotor, and then I'm gonna put the caliper, but I'm gonna mess around with the pads and then the pins and stuff. So guys, I gotta figure this out. I haven't never done this before, so let me put it on, and then once it's assembled, I'll show you guys the final product. All right, a little nerve-wracking here because I didn't want to mess up this perfect, beautiful caliper over here that's nicely powder coated. So the pins go from the back inside, this screw comes from here, and then obviously you're gonna have this metal reinforcement bracket here on the tension. Bolt this down, and then this, once you get it in there, you have to hammer them in or hit them in so they kind of come out like that. I was super paranoid, man. I didn't want to hit the caliper anywhere. So yeah, glad that's done. Let's go ahead and mount it on and see how it looks. All right, here it is. Yes, I went ahead and tried the rim really quick just to make sure, because these things are so big. I honestly thought it was gonna not clear it, but whoever this guy is, man, I'm gonna get his info, and I'm gonna link it down below on the video so you guys could get his link, because I think he does sell the kit complete, so you don't have to piece the bracket, the rotor, the caliper. I don't know if he modifies it, I don't know if this is shaved or what, and then he gets it powder coated. But these are amazing, man. I'm sold on them already. It's definitely something that I got to do to my car. So yeah guys, just wanted to kind of just throw it in there. I'm gonna go ahead now and take out the line from the stock one, put it in here. Look at that, even he cleaned out the powder coating. You don't have it on the outside here, so the washer's gonna sit fine. All right, so it's been like 4 hours later and we're still stuck on the same side. So I wanted to show you guys, because I want to disclose everything just in case anybody runs into the same problem. You can see here, this is the pad for the outer side. Put it in here. On the outer side, the one that's closest to the rotor, on the hat, I mean. So you can see the hat here. Once I bolted the tire down, or the rim on, it was like stuck. I was like, what the hell is going on here? So it was actually, the pad was resting on top of the hat here. So this is what your pad would normally look like. You can see that lip that it has here. This one I had to shave it all off, plus a little more in the middle. So the whole lip is gone, plus a little more here in the middle, so you get that clearance. So just kind of put like a little quick spray paint so you don't see the silver part and you know, the metal part that we grinded away, and there's no rust or whatever. So I'm just waiting for that to dry for a little bit. I'm gonna put it back in, and that's that. But I've been fighting this for a couple hours, man. I was even questioning myself if I installed it right, if the bracket was on right or backwards. Just wanted to put it on there, man, so it could be on film, just in case anybody runs into this and, you know, and buys this kit. It's nice and all, but I guess it's not 100% complete. Also, I noticed the tie rod here. I'm not sure, because this is like this looks aftermarket. This doesn't look OEM. I'm not sure if this rubber is a little wider, but you can see it's actually rubbing on the rotor here. So I guess when you're gonna go forward, you know, it's gonna go down or whatever, but then when it goes back, it's gonna go up and down, and eventually it's just gonna eat away at that rubber. So FYI, I already spoke to the owner. He's cool with it. Just making sure everybody's just, you know, aware of the situation going on. All right, here you go, so you guys can have an idea what the clearance is. See how tight it is. Remember, this is after grinding it down a significant amount, so just wanted to throw it out there. Here for the boot, what I did is I put a little zip tie, just kind of to squeeze in the boot a little over together, so it's not just over you know, overextending how it normally does. That way it's going all the way up. Before it was just kind of like all compressed down here. So the zip tie just kind of squeezes it together and gives it that clearance, so it's not rubbing on the rotor. Another day here. Actually, not another day, just Saturday. It was yesterday, today's Sunday. I stayed up till 1 o'clock in the morning, more or less, working on this thing, man. It's 10 already, so just got back from the gym. Feels like I haven't really stepped, but you can see lip is on. I didn't record it, guys. You know, it was like maybe midnight and I was out here installing the lip. It was, you know, it was not practical to be recording something that we had done before, but lip is on. I finished the other side on the caliper big brake install. Had to grind down that pad too. This side is on, exhaust is on. We're gonna be working on the spoiler now, putting the TRD wing, and then doing the fuel system. Alright guys, so just got the wing off. It was caked on there pretty hard, so I'm not sure if they just like glued it, put some sealing compound here or something. I'm gonna try to buff this off a little bit, kind of give it a cleaner look than this. You can see here it was getting some serious rust, so it's not muy bueno. This is a savagery right here. This is not normal. I think here there's like a rubber cover, like one of these plugs that covers this up, but it looks like they drilled this hole out kind of to get to the screw better. I don't know why they did that. It's been years I don't remove a factory wing, but at least, yeah, I took mine out 16 17 years ago. And then obviously the RMR is just 2 single pieces, so it's easier to put on, but I just never really noticed. But yeah, here they drilled them out too. It's pretty savage of whoever did this. I think it's one of these same rubbers on this would typically cover a hole like that, but they obviously drilled it out wider, so I guess they could get more access to the screw. I don't know why they did that, but Alright guys, so I went ahead and took off the heavier chunks, kind of buffed it out as much as I could here. It's all nice and smooth. Over here on this side where it looked like it was rust, it's actually not rust, it's just the coating, the white coat of the original paint on the hatch. It's just coming off, so that's why it looks ugly, but it's really not rust. I mean, that's peace of mind. So yeah, I think it'll be fine. But yeah, just wanted to show what it looked like. We have the wing here, along with original. He got the new gaskets from the dealer from Toyota. So those are the part numbers, just in case anybody needs them. And that's a gasket for the wing. What are you doing, buddy? You're helping clean the Supra too?
Yes.
Yes?
While I was cleaning the car, so I was going so fast cleaning. That's all main mess is dirty.
Yeah, it's dirty, so you're cleaning it up? Good job.
And you got scratches, and I cleaned it up.
Yeah, you gotta clean it up, man. Supra's gotta look pretty, right?
Yes.
All right, another first here with this car. So, it appears the reason why the hatch is so weird and this is drilled here is because this looks like it's a factory wingless hatch. I guess the previous owner after that decided to go wing, and they kind of just measured it out and just put it on there. But yeah, that's why this one's hard to get to. It's not notched back here, so that screw doesn't you know, line well here. Like, you just can't do a 10 in there. And then obviously on the RMR, I'm sorry, I keep saying it wrong, RMR wing, there's a screw here and there's another one here. So, and then you have the factory hole there, if you can see. And I'm not sure why there's another one here. I guess on the stock wing there's two. I'm not even sure, to be honest. But either way, the holes don't line up, so we're gonna have to work some magic here, guys. This is definitely a first, and I'm not liking the first. You see, this doesn't even look good, to be honest. I gotta see what's going on here. Yeah, look at this wing over here. Let me keep messing around with this thing, man. Something's not right here. All right, guys, still here fighting with this wing. I'm gonna get my old man now to help me out. I even came back here to my car, man, and I took the cover off because this thing's been just messing with me. I knew this is a original RMR wing, so you get even the hardware's it's thicker. These are like 12mm bolts. Those are like the regular the 10mm head, the smaller bolts. But yeah, you can see how I know it's a straight shot here and a straight shot here. That hatch over there, all these areas are covered, so that's why they just like hacked a hole there. So I was completely wrong about that. So yeah, it's just a different hatch, period. I didn't even know there was two different. I don't know why Toyota would just make two hatches instead of just sealing the holes from one side. That makes no sense. But yeah, the hatch is not an original wing hatch, and then when I guess whoever installed the stock wing, they opened the holes wrong. They're off like an inch. They did it an inch too far back. You see, look how close it is to the corner. It should actually be more along the lines of here. You know, I'm matching it to mine. I'm gonna get my old man now. He kind of suggested that we actually put screws in the bottom of the wing. We put screws in the bottom of the wing here and kind of just put it on there, see where it goes, and then just kind of make like a mark with the head of the screw wherever it's gonna line up to. That way we actually have a better idea, and we'll drill from the top to the bottom, so we don't mess, you know, we're not kind of second guessing ourselves. So I'm gonna try that first. If I feel comfortable, I might do it that way. If not, I might actually have to take mine off and do that same theory my old man is suggesting, but you know, on this. But we'll see. But definitely right now these holes are off. They're too, I want to say they're too far back. They need to be more along of here, and this one probably more over here. So at least this, the good thing on this is going to be covered. They might have some exposure back here with the new wing, but you know, again, issues that we're encountering. Alright, so these are the new holes that we marked. I'm not sure the time lapse recorded it. So este que no estaba ni cerca, ¿no?
No, no. Ya me dio una cosa.
You waste my battery.
¿Es eso, no? Un cuarto.
Ese mismo. Pues happy. No me empuje tanto que este tiene que se te va a dar en la casa. Vamos a probar los dos de la punta. Ven, quita este que lo apretaste demasiado.
¿Ya va a ponerle ya?
Vamos a probarlo. A ver si esto va. Pero este, hijo. Lo quitamos después.
Sí, pero ese está muy corto.
¿Eh?
Muy corto.
Dame, presenta ahí. Hoy.
¿Está entrando? El otro. Ese cuadro ahí también perfecto. Ese es como en mí entonces. Cuadro bien.
Dame el otro conmigo, sí. El otro centro no se ve.
Pero eso va a ser feo. Queda
Pero
un
como
poco-
tú le pongas la junta ahora, la
No,
juntita.
la junta queda abajo de la cuerda.
Sí, pero ahí va a quedar la manchita esa.
Mejor que eso no cambie. Alright, so went ahead and drilled the new holes. As you can see, this one actually lines up with mine, and that one actually lines up pretty stock with the other. So we're gonna open a third hole since it's kind of flimsy and it's not the OEM wing. This is where that third hole will line up, and we're actually gonna drill a hole that big over here so we can actually get the head of the screw to go through. Now on the plus side, this actually goes covered with the cover, so you can't see that. This you can't. So it's gonna be a useless hole now. We'll cover it up with some silicone or something. All right, so we've been at it for like 3 hours. Finally got this thing installed. Check out the gap. Yes, remember we had to open new holes, so you could barely see the little mark where it was before, but try to buff it out as much as we could. Same thing here, you can barely see it. Again, we got the end caps in there. I haven't put them on yet. I gotta find the bolt for here. Oh yeah, took some work, but it's installed. All right, we are gonna get started on the fuel system now. This is the old setup here, guys. Pretty basic stuff. It has got 2 regular relays, but they're not staged, they're running together. So we're gonna go ahead and do the PHR relay kit along with the hanger. So you know what that means. We got to run power to the front, back here, because this car has a battery in the front, and do the whole hanger and swap over the pumps and stuff. All right, got the hanger out. This is the connections here, and this is the setup they had. Never seen one so fancy, but these guys went ahead and whoever did this did all the fittings and whatnot. So I guess it's always the first. Everybody does it different. But, yeah. All right. Still here, finishing up the bracket with the fuel pumps. Here it is, the 2 pumps on the triple hanger. Remember, if you're not using the third pump, you got to plug it up here, plug up here, and then separate the cables for the one that you're not going to use. Make sure it's the same one, so you don't get confused afterwards when you do your wiring. and then remember, we'll just drop it back in and
Yeah.
all right, welcome back. Today is Monday. We are here another day working on Lorenzo Supra. We are still back here with the fuel system, guys. Yesterday I kind of, you know, after the wing install, started doing the fuel system. We got the hanger in there and whatnot. I kind of gave up, man. I didn't have the fitting here for the dash 6 return. So what I end up doing, what I am gonna end up doing is putting a new return on it. Because it's right now it's just one of these rubber hoses here, so I'm gonna go ahead and change it out to right there to where the factory fuel filter goes, which is right down there by the pedals. So I'm gonna run a new line. Got the fittings for that. What do we get? A 90, yeah, 90 for back here, and then we're either gonna be a 45 or a 60 depending on the angle. I'm not sure. When we get over there we'll do it. I did the Deutsch connector for the signal cables for the hanger. That's done. Here you have these wrapped up because we're only going to be running 2 pumps, so got to merge these two together. For the ground over here, this is going to be a ground, and then I got the connector for the other pumps for the electrical. Got to set that up here, the quick disconnect here, so everything's under the cover here, and then it just feeds in here and you don't see anything. Here you have the relays for the PHR pumps, or the PHR relay kit, I'm sorry. I think I said that backwards. So this is going to be the power. This is what we need to run now. This is the other half of the Deutsch connector, and then we got to run this cable, power cable, to the front, to the battery. So this car originally, they did it nicely. I think they did it under the wheel well, so I might have to take the wheel off and pull the covers off, the liners off, so I could get to the covers and remove the one that was there. Here it is. So we got to run the electrical, and I got to do the fuel line, and then we'll go ahead and wrap up the connections back here. I think I'm gonna leave the connections for the end, since that's more just back here in this area, and I'm gonna start and do the harder part first, which is the fuel line and the power cables to the back. All right, so I ended up removing the whole wheel liner just to have a good visibility and see how to run this. I don't like messing around with power cables. This is where they previously ran the cable through. I guess it's, I mean, okay, I guess, I'm not sure. I don't really like doing cables through here. I would have probably done it on the higher side, above, you know, metal reinforcement. I don't like, you know, anything down here, power and the wheel. I know the car wasn't slammed, or it's not slammed, but you know, you never know. So I'm probably gonna run it through up here, along the water hose up here, just so you could for a better peace of mind. All right, before I put the liner on, I wanted to show you guys the light is going out. So if you can see here, run the cable from the top, like I said, away from the wheel, just in case it ever bottoms out, back into the grommet here, and then I ran it all the way inside the car already. Have to take the interior apart, go back here and over here, and here's the plug. All right, so we're back here. This is Wednesday, I believe. Is it Wednesday? I don't even know what day it is anymore. It is Tuesday, sorry. We're here just wrapping up the fuel system on the car. Just wanted to show everybody what it looks like. So we got the quick disconnect here for the power, ground over here, quick disconnect here for the sensor, the 3 relays over here, the wiring over there. It's going to be all nicely tucked away back there. This is the power. I didn't want to show it on the cable. This is going to sit under the plastic anyway. I'll make sure it's not moving around. But yeah, we're going to go ahead and prime the pumps now, see if we have fuel pressure. Should be able to hear the pump kick on. Yep, I hear it. Hopefully there's no leaks. Let's make sure there's pressure in the gauge. Well, the line was empty, so it might not have. Well, actually no, it's reading almost 40 pounds, so yeah, we got fuel pressure. Let's go ahead and turn it on, make sure there's no leaks. Remember, we installed a new fuel line, so alright guys, had the car idling. So far so good, no leaks. Awesome, man. Glad I'm finally over this thing. All right, here's the trunk, all assembled. Before we close it up here, so it's got the factory covers back here. I haven't put one of these on in a long time. That's that. Now we got the rug. Here, that goes over there. This is the grand finale of this video, guys. Supra is officially done. The last thing to do here was the turbo badge emblem. Lorenzo always wanted that on, and I went ahead and I put it on for him. I have put a bunch of those, so I know exactly where it goes. Well, yeah, guys, so you can see from the video, obviously it's time lapse. You obviously can't make out the time, how much, how everything takes, but it took double, even triple the time that I thought this car was gonna take. Just BBK, the wing and the exhaust, very basic stuff, but everything took a little modification, especially the wing with the holes not being lined up, and we had to drill new holes and stuff. That was just a pain by itself. So whatever, no big deal, guys. It got done. I'm sure Lorenzo's gonna be super happy. I've been sending him pictures and videos all along, and he's excited to see it, guys. So we're gonna pick up the car tomorrow. Only thing missing here, guys, is the caps, which they're in there, but I don't have the screws. They're at his house, and they're just 2 Phillips heads on each side, so that should be a no-brainer to put on. All right, gonna sign out here, guys. You know the drill. Like the video, subscribe to the channel, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace out, guys. Later.